Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 2. Last episode, we explored the rest of the Lost Bastille. We rescued a friendly mage named Strayed who will actually have the power to transfer our boss weapons into, or our boss souls into boss weapons. And we made it to Sinner's Rise, the coolest place, or the coolest sounding place for a prison. I really botched that intro, but you guys get the gist. This episode, we're going to explore Sinner's Rise. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I went ahead and switched out Magic Weapon for Great Heavy Soul Arrow because I think it's going to be pretty... Please, don't push me off. I think it's going to be pretty helpful to have more casts. Whoa! Dude just came out of nowhere. Pretty rude. Ah, Royal Greatsword. I want to see something real quick before we go on. Does it do fire damage? It does do fire damage. Wait, no, it doesn't do fire damage. I don't know. I swear whenever they hit the barrels blow up, so I don't know. I probably should have went and got... Oh, I got life gems. Alright, so while we're going down, let's fix our inventory up. Let's pop a life gem. Ah, God, I botched that so much. I was trying to be cool and walk off on the right time. Oh, no. I was trying to be cool. Alright, take two. You want to leave the elevator just a little bit early to get those lacerating knives. Those are knives that will create bleed. Here, you can summon Lucatiel. We're not going to summon Lucatiel quite yet, though. Lucatiel would be a massive help. However, I want to save it for when we are closer to the boss. So if you go through here, you're going to see a Flexile Sentry. This is what I got most of the cast for. I'm gonna try to do... Oh, can you just... Oh, well, this doesn't seem really fair. Alright, mister, back up so I can get out and I can fight you fairly. Thank you. Okay, now fight me. I'm not sure if this is... Ow. I'm not sure if this is truth or not, but because we're in the water... I'm not sure if my fire longsword is doing less fire damage or not. I know if you shoot like a lightning spear into the water, it will... Jesus Christ. Okay, mister, I have infinite stamina. I know it will conduct into the water and actually do like a lot of damage. There's going to be a very, very fun story to tell later on about that. Actually, I don't feel bad about casting here because you can theoretically actually get me. I think it's funny how they have Lucatiel here right in front of the Flexile Sentry for the second time. And if I actually notice that correctly, the water is... Okay, maybe I just stood on like a... Oof. I just on a high spot for a second. I thought the water was actually lower. There was like a little bit of an elevated platform there that you can like roll easier or move easier on. Anyway, let's just end this guy's life. I am not doing too good in the Estus department, so we might not be able to do this how I'd like to. We do have life gems though, so I mean we can always use that. Alright, Flexile Sentry defeated. You get nothing for it, and you get like 3,000 souls, which is kind of BS, but you know, what are you gonna do? Let's continue onward. We're gonna... I believe, is it this one? No, it's this one. Go over here. There's an illusionary wall. There's a lot of those in this area. And in here, you get the Northern Ritual Band and a Bleedstone. I think the Northern Ritual Band is again more... Oh, no. This increases your spell uses but reduces your HP. That's a finicky one. Alright, so while you are traversing these waters, I will recommend you be very, very careful. Because you see here, there's one of these guys, and we don't like those guys. And if you're running from that Flexile Sentry, that guy will get in your way, and you will die, and you will probably be really sad. So if you were smart and got the Bastille Key, you can use that to open this gate. That will prevent you from having to go down there and open that gate. We're still going to open that gate, though, because why not? Got Sellsword Luette up here. I'm not going to summon... I think that's a her. I don't even know. Don't give up. Skeleton! Let's head over there. Just make sure there's no items over there. I believe one of these has like a hole that you can drop down. Which actually would be... Oh! A Hide Knight. That's right. So first off, let's get the Fire Seed. That is used to upgrade our Pyromancy Flame. And then I'm going to go Stabs with this. This is a Hide Knight with a Spear. I think we fought... Yeah, we fought one of these before. Oh, yeah, we fought one of these before. Yeah, but I remember this. Ooh. Yep, I remember that very vividly. So I'm just gonna cut it back here. The Flexile Sentry actually does respawn, which is pretty shitty. But who else agrees that like you should get boss souls from the like boss variants of enemies in the open world? Because as you saw, there's 3 weapons you can get from the Flexile Sentry, and yeah, I know you can beat the game and get all the weapons that way, or there's another way that I'm not sure if we've gotten the item for you. I don't think so, because I don't think I've discussed it yet, but we've had access to the item. Jesus, just die. Thank you. Alright, Spear. That's cool. Alright, let's head back over here. Now let's get rid of this guy before we make our plunge down there and deal with all that. So you're going to want to go down here, and I recommend going in one of these rooms here. Why? Because there's going to be a couple of our friends who like to blow up. I thought there was... Yep, there's another one. I always like to get these guys on pinch points because that's just... I feel like it's the best way to deal with ganks is deal with... or get things on pinch points. There is a Pharaoh's Lockstone. That is the one you could use for the Belfries if you want to get here and then go back. It's definitely a viable strategy because the Belfries is a pain in the ass to deal with. This is... Wait, is this the room? Oh. I swear one of these rooms had a hole in it and you could drop down. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm usually wrong about stuff. Alright. Let's go get Lucatiel real quick, actually. Alright, back here with our babe. Actually, I just gotta make sure there's not an item up here, because... Okay, there's not. Okay, cool. Let's head onward. So this, I'm sure you can imagine by the epic skinny narrow bridge entrance that this is the boss. This is our first big boss. Now, there is a way to make this boss a little bit easier, and I am going to be showing it off. So if you have the Bastille Key, and you can either go all the way to the bonfire and bring a torch down here, or you can use a flame butterfly, which will light your torch. And then you want to set light to this little canal of oil, I guess what it is. which is going to light a lantern in the boss room. Now, if Lucatiel could just please move. And we're going to head over this way. I know there's an item back over there. I got to go grab it. I blanked out for a second. Gonna head in here. Get a smooth and silky stone. We're gonna set light to this one as well, and then we don't need that anymore. Let's go get our handy dandy. I don't know what these are. Radiant life gem. That's actually pretty handy and dandy. Oh, hey, Lucatiel. And once we are here, once you are ready, let's head inward. And also, I'm just going to let you know, if you're scared of bugs in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to put what time to skip. This is the first of the lords. This is the Lost Sinner. Now, this room is lit right now because we lit up those two torches. However, if you don't have those torches lit, this room will be very dark. It'll be very hard to lock on to the Lost Sinner. Actually, what we're going to do here is I'm going to put on the red eye orb. Now, as you can see, you get really cool effects from it. But we are going to do this so we gain the aggro. Or I'm supposed to gain the aggro of the Lost Sinner because we want Lucatiel to survive. Okay, aggro on me, sir. The Lost Sinner is pretty dangerous. He definitely will be one of the more challenging first bosses. He's not by any means like unbeatable. Very basic moveset, just swings his sword, has a couple of acrobatic attacks. Pretty typical humanoid enemy though. Might have to quit out though, because Lucatiel is getting her ass beat. Nah, we should be fine. Didn't really do any of his cool attacks. He does this one attack where he jumps like really high up on the ceiling and then like plunges down on you. However, with that pretty anticlimactic fight, seeing how easy it was, we had defeated the Lost Sinner. And I guess this is a good point to mention the first instance of this. I guess I'll talk about this now. So there's an item called bonfire aesthetics in this game. This is a mechanic that has only been introduced to Dark Souls 2 and has never come back, never been like returned in another Souls game. What bonfire aesthetics do is allows you to burn it at a boss after you defeat, or at a bonfire after you defeat the boss at said bonfire. What this does is it will turn the game into New Game Plus in that specific area. Now, I'm pretty sure you've heard me say before that New Game Plus is different than just normal New Game. There's different items, there's different enemies, there's different rewards for certain things, and that includes bosses. For defeating the Lost Sinner, you will obtain his soul, like his actual soul. Right now, we got like this soul right here, soul of a Lost Sinner, but you will actually get a tangible soul you will be able to trade in for the flame weapon spell. The flame weapon spell is like magic weapon, except you coat your weapon in fire. Pretty cool. If you feel you are good enough at the Lost Sinner fight, you can try it. There is extra mechanics during the fight that you're going to have to worry about, though. I'm not going to spoil them now. I will go over them when we do the New Game Plus run. But yeah, if you're interested in flame weapon, it's definitely something you should look into. This is a primal bonfire. These are bonfires at the end of each of the 4 Lords corridors. We have to light all 4 of these to continue on our adventure. You can't rest at this bonfire, however, you can use it to teleport back to Majula. And we're back. Home sweet home. First things first, I want to buy some life gems. I definitely think that these have been pretty helpful to us. I think 40 of them will be good. I'm gonna buy a couple of fire bombs too, just in case. So you see bright bugs got a little bit more expensive.
You have a call that is more than most undead can say.
Can I? Yep, I do not have an SS Flash Shard. Whoopsie! We are gonna pump levels. We're gonna do 1 into Endurance. And then I want to pump some into Intelligence. And then we are gonna... Oh god, we really can't do much into Faith. We're gonna go... I guess we're gonna stick at 6 Faith. That seems pretty good. Let's go talk to our good friend up here.
Look at our new neighbors. How they fret over all and sundry. Oh, those were better days. Oh, dear me. It really takes me back.
I forgot to get that, by the way.
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? That will take you to the forest of the giants. There was once a you may, but don't
think we already heard about
Hade's
that.
Tower of Flame lies beyond the far gate.
I don't know if I actually saw this dialogue, but he tells you the 2 ways to go. He's a lot like the Crestfallen Knight from Dark Souls 1.
The road leading, the gate is, but how it works. Have you seen that pit? That I don't know what it's. Besides, the flame you see there, they exist all. If you are tired, try resting. The flame.
Alright, that's enough of that. There are 2 more things I want to show off in Majula. Actually, no, 3 more things. I lied. A lot to do here. I know you guys saw our friendly mage Count Dooku over here. I guess we'll talk to him real quick. Just see what he has to say.
Oh, so you finally decided to join us. Let us resume our exploration of sorcery.
Doesn't have anything new that he's in Majula, but he's in Majula now, which is nice. Gonna head over here to Mohlin.
You need armor?
And as you can see, he has some more armor for us now. Is it just that? Yeah. Okay, so it's just that. He has the armor of the Lost Sinner. Oh god, every time every time I see this mask, it just makes me cringe because the cutscene. Some of armor sets actually have secondary effects, which I don't know if I mentioned. I don't know if we had anything that really had a secondary effect yet, but the penile mask is basically the mask of the father from Dark Souls 1, and penile handcuffs raise power of pyromancy. This is actually really good if you're a pyromancer. We're probably gonna pick those up when we get a little more souls, just because honestly I like how they look. I think they're really cool. Last thing I want to check out is let's go check on Kale. We've lit a couple of flames since we've last seen him, so... Ah!
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
Well, I think we know. And the last thing I want to do back in Majula. There's a lot to do in Majula. We've been neglecting our friends. So once you defeat the old dragon rider, not Ornstein, the other shitty guy that no one really cares about, Licia comes down here.
Oh, hello there. An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are 2, not 1 pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
She, for the low cost of 2,000 souls, will open the path. To our next
Go
destination.
ahead then.
And before
May the
I end
power
off, I
offer
will
your
say
soul.
there are 3 ways you can go right now. You can go unpetrify that woman over by the Moonlight Greatsword guy at the beginning of the game. We do have, I believe we have 2, we only have 1 Fragrant Branch. So we have the 1 Fragrant Branch of Yore. We could do that. We could try to go down that hole, even though I did die. I didn't have full HP when I died. I think you can get all the way down there at our HP level with the Silver Cat Ring. We could explore that. However, this is the path I'm going to choose next. However, it's not going to be the destination that we are going to start at next episode. Next episode, we have to take a trip back to Memory Lane. The place where it all began. As I told you, we aren't rescuing that lady right now. She's going to stay chilling in her little stone casing a little bit longer. We have another stone statue that we need to get rid of. I think you guys know where I'm talking about. I'll see y'all next time for more Dark Souls.